Boys, welcome back to another episode of the Panthers franchise. Today we are starting our third season, I believe, of this, because we simulated the one season last episode, and then we worked through an entire season over the past few months, or past month or so. So today we're starting another season. You see our top three players right there are Jonathan Brooks, Bryce Young, and Derek Brown. Game number one is against Jacksonville Jaguars, and like we do every few weeks, we are switching the format again. I don't know if I already talked about this one or not. I don't know. But I was filming St. Louis Dynasty video. And I do one half offense, one half defense, and I simulate a third game. And those videos always end up being like 15, 20 minutes. So I really like that, time format instead of like 50-minute videos every week. So I think I'm going to play one half offense, play one half defense. That way we also get a bigger say in what happens in the game instead of just playing one quarter and then three quarters are simulated anyway. And then we're going to simulate two games after that. So my biggest concern with that for this week is that week 3 comes and we're not going to set our focus scouting yet again, which will probably definitely happen, but we'll get to that when it happens. But first we have a game against Jacksonville Jaguars. We have a 4 overall difference than them, 5 overall better offense. Our team is kind of stacked. We have gone all in now, and I think we are primed and ready to push for a Super Bowl. But obviously, we'll see what the sim engine does because we'll be simulating half of our games this season. But let's get into it, baby. Starting our first drive of the season, and I forgot to mention something that I found the last episode, and that is Bryce Young is an X factor, but also one of his abilities is now Hot Route Master, which is absolutely needed. Absolutely gorgeous. Goes to the rookie, Binns. I think he's a rookie, or did we get him 2 years ago, and this is now his second year? I don't remember what draft class we got most of these guys, but our team is very different from the last time we used them. Jonathan Brooks out there with a nice block, and Binns gets the first. Binns, 2 catches already. Now let's run with Jonathan Brooks. We do have a challenge to run 1,300 yards this season. That's one of the coach challenge things. And we'll see what we can do with it. Only a gain of 1 on his first run. Not the greatest, but he is a 96 overall. He's actually a demon. He is our best player by far. And hopefully in real life he can do that, There is hope, and he's actually about to play his first game in the next week or two, I think, if all things go to plan. They're talking about whether he's playing in Germany or not. Bryce Young crossed the middle to Xavier Legette. Pretty decent gain. But yeah, as you know, 3 weeks ahead is what you guys are in NFL terms. Actually, just in all terms. These are recorded 3 weeks prior to release. So he might have already done his debut. And look at that pass from Bryce to the 1-yard line. You could tell Bryce is a 92 overall now. Holy, that was hot. But yeah, game in Germany is this week at the time of recording. And they're not sure if he's going to play or not. And he just flips over the line. And, of course, he gets our first touchdown of the year. Jacksonville, though, goes down and scores again. Our 88 defense letting in 2 scoring drives to start this game. And Jonathan Brooks gets swallowed behind the line of scrimmage. Holy. I could not see which direction was better to run, and I also didn't really do what I should have to look for that. Okay. I don't see anybody here. That's interception because Brooks decided he wanted to stop randomly. Okay, so that's a bad throw by your boy. That was a terrible read. And they go down and get a touchdown, which is not too surprising considering their yardage, but still, our defense needs to do something here. And we're now in the second quarter. We only have 1 more quarter left to play. Brooks with a nice 12-yard rush there. Definitely needed. We need at least a touchdown here. We already got Bryce's touchdown-interception ratio messed up. It's 1-to-1 now. Actually, no, it's 0-to-1. So he deserves better than that. Xavier Legette on the sideline. Little toe drag. And yeah, this is looking nice. When we can actually pass without our guys freaking stopping their routes, pretty nice. And I had a feeling he was going to stop his route there as well. But I still felt like if he kept going, he would have been wide open. It would have been a contested catch that he probably would have dropped, but it shouldn't have been an interception. But what can you do? What's done is done. And we still have Deontay Johnson on this team. He is, if we're going to trade anybody this season, it will be him. We'll just have to see how we're doing halfway through the season. But he is the first trade candidate. 83 overall. Xavier Legette has passed him as far as wide receiver 1 duties. And as you can see, that showing up on the field. 4 for 4, 78 yards. And Bryce throwing gloriously. Trade deadline just passed in real life too, and they did not trade Bryce, which makes me so happy. He has shown some promise the past 2 weeks. And Carr gets in for the touchdown. He slides in there. And will we have one more drive? We will, but they score again, man. We cannot stop them. We cannot stop them. Okay, I'm going to put Jonathan Brooks on a Texas route, so hopefully he continues to go. And then he is open. He gets close to the first. We need a touchdown here because our defense can't stop them, which is insane. We have a freaking 88 overall defense. They have an 84 offense, and they can't get one stop. Here we go, Xavier Legette. This is why we like you. Go for those 50-50 balls. You didn't get it there, but I stand by what I said. 50-50 balls need to go to you. You just need to learn how to come down with them every time. Obviously, it's not going to happen every time because guess what? They're called 50-50 balls for a reason. And I'm going for this. What even was that defense? Actually, what was that offense? I'm going to run it. Halfback zone, dude. 4th and inches. I swear if we get tackled behind the line, I'm suing everybody. Okay, we get the first, or at least should have the first. We can continue this 2-minute drill. 55 seconds left. Go to Deontay. Man. Not the best ball there, not going to lie, but I still felt like it should be a cut. It should be catch. I don't even know my English right there. I think I just switched those, but it's whatever. Xavier Legette across the middle. A little bit of a hospital ball, but he gets it. We're across the 50 now with 40 seconds left. Can we get it done? Will we make it happen? Carr over here on the weird route. Go to Jonathan Brooks. Take another timeout. 37 seconds left. 32-yard line. Go for verticals. We have one more timeout. So we should guarantee a freaking field goal if we don't do something stupid. But watch this 50-50 ball I'm throwing up to Xavier Legette here. Oh, it doesn't even have to be a 50-50 if it's perfect. It's perfect. What a toss. I wish they had his dollar bill giddy up in this game. If Madden, wants to add some animations to next year like they always do, add that. Add the dollar bill because it's needed. And I just realized I am playing in the third when I shouldn't be. Okay, well, we did one play and it's a good run. We start the ball, but it's now time to jump to the end of the game and see what the boys can do. We do get a touchdown that drive, hold them to a field goal, get a field goal of our own, get a touchdown of our own, and now we're actually getting some stops. Okay, so we just needed to not control the offense to get stops. We start the season with a W, 38-27. This is our year, baby. We need to win it this year. Game number 2, game we're playing defense on, and we'll probably do the first half yet again. I like doing the first half of these games so we could set the tone for the second half. But game number 2 is against the 83 overall Commanders, who also started 1-0. So this will be a nice dub to get us further in the standings. We are 4th in offensive points per game. They are 2nd. They got 44 in their first game. So let's hope my defense can do a little bit better than whoever they faced last week. Our offense does go down and score right away. And this is our first game playing with Ernest Jones at linebacker right here. And I believe first game playing with Fuller and Deontay Banks. I haven't played a user game with them yet. Speaking of Deontay Banks, there he is. And whoever this is breaking every tackle they are coming across. Holy. There's like 5 broken tackles right there in one freaking play. We got Derek Brown, of course, on the defensive line. And I'm liking our defense. Although 2 plays in, I'm not liking our defense because we just let up 15 broken tackles and then we let up 30 rushing yards back to back. Obviously, a lot of exaggeration in that, but feel the same way either way. I don't like seeing all that. Why is he motioning across the field? Your zone's still over here. What is going on? How come they don't auto swap zones? That kind of irritates me every single time they do that. Because it makes a lot of plays full. Like, wide open. And they are driving on us right now. Kind of smack him right there. 3rd and 4. So a huge 3rd down right here. I don't know. I'm going to be on Deloach here. I don't even know who this is. Is this a rookie of ours? Never even heard of this guy. Hopefully he's good. And I freaking user lurk that. What a lurk right there. I was not expecting the ball to come my way, but let's go. You love to see it. He did a little quick throw and it ended up in interception. Offense goes down, scores a touchdown. Absolutely love what our offense is doing right now. And this guy, why is Trayvon Walker all over here? Get to your zone, brother. I can't get the tackle. I run into the wrong gap. And Wright with 3 rushes, 21 yards, and he is also the one that got the reception and broke those tackles. Trevin Wallace out here. He's been pretty good in real life for us. Nothing too insane, but definitely, very promising start. Looks like Dan Morgan's first draft class is a pretty solid one, if you include Jalen Coker in that. Trevin Wallace, I'm going to use her again. He's currently manned up on the running back on right. Goes out here. And he was going to me, and he probably would have had it, but luckily thrown into the dirt. 4th and 5. We have 5 minutes left in the half, and we have held them to no points so far. And our offense has scored 14, so that's exactly what we need. Sampson now going to be returning this. Doesn't get literally anywhere. Gets the 19 and gets speared. And can the offense score yet again? They do get another touchdown, and they took up 4 minutes as well. So this is probably our last defensive drive. And, we're looking good. Whether we give up points here or not, we're looking good. Didn't mean to be on Derek Brown. Almost got the tip at the line, though. And another good gain by them. They're at the 50. Jaden Daniels, 33 passing yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns. So we'll take that stat line every single time. And now we're throwing in a little blitz here, too. Okay. Gain of 5 again, man. That's gain of 6, technically, but they are driving on us. Oh, I don't know who I'm on. Who am I on? I think I'm supposed to be on that guy. Luckily, he steps out of bounds, so 3rd and 1. And let's not do the skill stick switch this time, please, because I didn't want to do it last time either. Absolutely confused me when that happened. Not going to be a run, and I can't get to the interception there, but I was feeling pretty good about it. And 59 seconds left. If we could hold strong here, then that would be nice. Let's guess pass. It is indeed pass, and they get out of bounds after a gain of 5. They are just eating us, huh? Let's do man coverage. Let's do a pass. Let's do press. Let's hope we don't get burned here. I'm going to be on Ernest Jones on the running back. And Jaden Daniels has nowhere to go. Just kidding. He was patient enough, and McLaurin was wide open. They have 4 first downs now. 3 of them feel like they're on this drive. And then we have 11 first downs, I think is what that said, which is pretty nice. Double their first downs they have. That's where I'm supposed to be right now. Jesus criminy, dude. They are just driving. If they did this the entire half, we would be down 21-0. Not the opposite. See if Sims can get some pressure here. He can't. And it's a wide open touchdown. No effort at all. Hate to see that. Absolutely get destroyed. And it is now the 3rd. So time to simulate the rest of the game. They start with the ball too, so they could double up here. But they don't, thankfully. And the offense goes down, gets a touchdown. We got 3 minutes left. Up by 2 touchdowns. Up by 3 touchdowns. And we win by 2 touchdowns. We win 35-21, so we're averaging like 36.5 points per game or something like that. Very nice. Love to see it. And we start the season 2-0. Now let's get into our simulation games. Looking at our potential player negotiations this season, looks like we're going to be running out of money. Oh my God. Holy cow. Look at all those guys. We got Chris Sims, 5th-year option to accept. We got Kendall Fuller to re-sign if we want, which I probably won't because he's 32. Trevin Wallace to re-sign, which I probably want to, yes. Jordan Fuller, which I might. That's up in the air. Ernest Jones, which I probably will. JPJ, which I probably will. Mike Hall, which I probably will. Jonathan Brooks, which I definitely will. And Bryce Young, which I definitely will. First off, we got to start with Bryce Young. Okay? And good Lord, look at these numbers. Holy cow. Okie dokie. Make the offer. I could find a better team in free agency that will match this current offer. Okay. I don't think we have enough cap space for all this. Not gonna lie. We'll just do this. I'm starting to like this offer. We're just gonna do base offers for these guys for now. Mike Hall. See, the problem is I want to get these two done first before I go to someone else. Because these two are the main priorities, because I like offense more than defense. So I want to do those guys before I go to Ernest Jones and Mike Hall. Although I definitely want both of them as well. Tough. We might just have to win this Super Bowl so I don't have to deal with this cap situation. Holy moly, I didn't think about going all in with the cap space. I'm not a cap wizard here. Game number 3 is against the Falcons. We'll just advance the week and simulate it that way. And we win 28-14. Okay, let's try and get in here again. Negotiate. That's the previous offer. Let's go with... let's go down to that, I guess. Good offer. Glad we got a deal done. Okay, we at least have Bryce Young re-signed. Okay, that's the most important one. However, with the rest of these, we might have to be doing some trades here. Make this offer. Starting to like this offer. Unsure if the team is what they need. Wowza, we don't have any cap space for this. This is going to get ugly, folks. I might be trading some of these guys mid-season to get some better guys. We'll see. It depends on how much I really want to go all in. So now this game's against the Cowboys. I'm going to actually go into the game and simulate it that way. They have an 86 overall. I cannot believe that cap situation. We at least have Bryce Young coming back. We definitely need Jonathan Brooks coming back, so I'm saving my cap space for that. Especially with 282 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 3 20-yard rushes. He's definitely coming back. But it's just, if we don't get the defenders back, the defense, then our defense is going to be absolutely awful next year. And we're going to have to restart some of the process, which I don't want to do. Cowboys are 2-1 so far this season. They tie it up right there. And the first half, they're going to have 14-7 lead. We do tie it up, thank goodness. They get another touchdown. Going back and forth a little bit here. Our boys do get the final touchdown, though, it looks like. And we win 28-21, and we start the year 4-0. That makes me super happy with how our cap situation is, not going to lie. Bryce Young, 2 touchdowns, 300 yards, 83% completion. He had 83% completion in our Week 1 game that we usered him for the first half. Pretty good start to the season for him. And, man, yeah, like I was saying, so glad that we're starting 4-0. It gives me hope for the Super Bowl. And because look at this, Jonathan Brooks going up to 97 now. He's a 97, 99 after the morale boosts. And you just can't let a guy like that walk. If you let a guy like that walk, what are you doing? And then, we might trade for some first-round picks, get some rookies on some nice contracts here. We'll see. I'm going to advance the week one more time and see if we could get Jonathan Brooks to sign to a freaking contract. Because even though we're not going to have much cap space after that, it'll give me some nice peace of mind knowing that we got Jonathan Brooks and Bryce Young coming back next year. However, I don't know what he wants. I guess we'll just go to $8 million right there and see if that works. Happy to sign and continue. Okay, so we only have $8 million in cap space after that. Definitely don't got enough for any of these guys, I don't think. Ernest Jones is interested. But yeah, it'll be minus 6.9 or 6.69 in cap space. So, and that's if he even accepts it. Don't have enough salary cap room for that. Okay, well, looking more like Fuller and like some of the older guys are going to be getting traded here. I don't really want to trade any of them, but it might have to happen. Like I said, I might just keep it rolling, though, for the playoffs. Like, we were an 89 overall. We're starting 4-0, which puts us first place in the NFC. Second is Arizona, who's also 4-0. And we are first in offensive points per game, 7th in pass yards, 5th in rush yards, 7th in opponent points per game, 6th and 2nd. So we're looking pretty good there. Okay, Jonathan Brooks is 2nd in the league in rushing yards. We just signed a contract extension. We are a very promising start to the season. So I don't need to get in a panic and, sell everything right away because we don't have enough cap space to re-sign people. However, I would kind of like to retool some of it, so we'll see how that goes. But that's for next episode, which will be probably the trade deadline, right? Week 5, 6, 7, and 8. I don't remember when the trade deadline is. It's around week 8 or 9. But that's going to do it for this episode. We start 4-0. And, love to see it. We re-signed Bryce and Jonathan Brooks. We may be in a little bit of a cap problem here soon, but for right now, looking good. All things promising. We have a very real chance of winning the Super Bowl this season. Hopefully the boys can get it done. And also, I like that new format. Should hopefully make the episodes a little bit quicker. But I appreciate y'all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.